Good evening, all. It's really nice to have a interaction with you after approximately 5 days because earlier we have already discussed regarding the loss of stock and loss of profit chapter in our previous lecture, also named as insurance claim. The chapter we have already started, we have already covered loss of stock part, loss of profit part we have covered to a basic extent, but not to the advanced extent. So due to that reason, ICA has given another lecture for the purpose, as there was a celebration of Eid also. Due to that reason, that lecture has been postponed, and today we are going to discuss about the concept of advanced questions, concept of solving advanced questions of loss of stock, loss of profit, and also we will go for the questions which are already done by you and having some doubts. Plus we will go for some examination questions in this particular session today. So let's start with that. Before that, I would like to know how many students are present. Very good. Number of students have sent good morning, good evening, whatever they are sending. Good, very good. So number of students are already available. Yeah, send good evening so that I can understand that how many are available. Yes, very good, beta, very good. Shabash, 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 do it. Yeah, Akash Neil, good evening, sir. I am not able to solve illustration number 11 and practical question number 6. Please take them up in this session. Exactly, I will do that. I will go for the illustration number 11 because that is an important illustration from examination point of view also. So, even I would like to tell you that we should have to start with illustration number 11 because this is the most important illustration. After covering this, many concepts will be cleared. The concepts of loss of profit will go up to a next level when we will cover this particular illustration number 11. So let's start with that illustration number 11, beta. That will be better. Expecting there is no issue before that. If anyone having any problem before illustration number 11, I would like to take that also later on. So you may compile your problems and then we will discuss. Sir, audio quality not pleasant surprise, sir. I already tell them to check. Please, sir, is that quality is okay? Audio quality is okay or is there any problem? Audio quality. Audio is okay or not, beta? Sir, audio quality is not pleasant, sir. Now please check it out whether audio quality is okay or not. If there is any problem, I may do some favor for you, no problem. Voice is not clear. Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. Give me a minute. Mic. So I expect that now the audio quality will be better. Give me a minute, beta. So beta, tell me now, audio quality is okay or not? Sir, please adjust your camera so we can get feel to physical class. Old one was best. Exactly. But this was an additional class, so I am unable to set the camera as earlier. No matters if I'll get more classes, the system will be same as it was earlier. As we are always trying to go for the same concept, but the issue is regarding the classes which are given later on, because continuity is always required in the classes. When continuity is broken, obviously the class schedule system is already disturbed. So this is an additional class and we have to go accordingly. Let's take advantage of the concept, not the voice, not the other things. Audio is clear, sir. So that's good. Let's start with that illustration number 11. Very good illustration from examination point of view. Let's start with that. Sony Limited trading and profit or loss account for the year ended 31st of December is given to you. So this particular illustration is for a year which is closing on 31st of December 2011. Trading and profit or loss account for that year is given to you. Now, opening stock is there, purchases are there, manufacturing expenses. So this is just like we are going for the stock, not for the profit. As we are seeing here, it is to some extent it is matching itself with the stock. So let's come forward. In addition to the trading and P&L account, we also got company has taken out a fire policy for rupees 3 lakh and a fire occurred on 1st of April. The company has taken out a fire policy for rupees 3 lakh and a profit policy for rupees 1 lakh. It means there are two policies, beta. One policy is regarding your fire policy, that is stock policy, and second is regarding your profit policy. Indemnity period of 6 months is given. Fire occurred on 1st of April at the premises and the entire stock was gutted with nil salvage value. So it is a mixture of both the question. It is a combination of stock and profit both. Net quarter sale is also given to you. Let's go step by step. Other information is also given to you, that is the manufacturing expenses, sales, general trend of the industry shows an increase of sale by 15%. So that means for that the sale will increase by 15% that we are expecting. Simultaneously, we are expecting decrease in GP. Decrease in GP by 5% due to increased cost. So we have to ascertain the claim for stock and claim for profit. So there are two concepts in it. Let's start with the first of all, how to calculate the loss of profit in this case, loss of stock in this case. Let's start with that. Whether my whiteboard is visible to everyone? Beta, whether board is visible to everyone? हाँ जी सर. Voice is okay now? अभी आ रही है सर? आ रही है सर? Sir, this is the whiteboard now. Whiteboard आ रहा है ना? First, okay. So beta, we have to start with the illustration number 11, calculation of loss of stock. So calculation of loss of stock we have already done. That this can be done with the concept of first of all we need the concept that how much was the stock as on the date of fire, because we have to calculate the stock as on the date of fire. So you must have to see your question as it is already given in the question that fire has been occurred on which date? Fire has been occurred on 1st of April 2012. So date of fire is given to you. Date of fire. It is 1st of April 2012. So on this date we need the stock. So for that purpose stock is already given to you. Stock as on 31st of December 2011 is given to you. How much is the stock? It is 90,000. So it is 90,000. So I have given you the concept that what you have to do is you have to prepare memorandum trading account beta. Memorandum trading account. So whenever we have to calculate the profit, or whenever we have to calculate the stock, we are preparing memorandum trading account beta. This is for obviously 3 months. Particular amount what we are writing as normal, particular amount. Now to opening stock, it is 94. Then what you have to take? You have to take purchases for these 3 months. Direct expenses for these 3 months. In the given question, it is given that for the 3 months purchases are worth rupees 3 lakh and sales are worth rupees 2 lakh 50,000. That is given to you. Just see the question. Purchases 3 lakh and sales are also given to you. That is 2 lakh 50,000. So these are given to you. Manufacturing expenses also given to you. Manufacturing expenses, that is 70,000. So you can easily calculate the GP rate of the previous year, which is required for the purpose of calculating GP of this year, because we have to enter here 2 GP, and that is according to the GP rate of previous year first of all. So GP of 2011 is equal to last year's sale and GP is given to you. It is 2,50,000 divided by 10 lakh. It is 25%. 2,50,000 against sale of rupees 10 lakhs. So it is 25%. Last year it was 25%. Very good. So see here it is in your module, it is given that the sale for the next year is expected to increase by 15% and GP will decrease by 5% due to increased cost. So it is already mentioned that the GP will decrease in the next year. So we have to expect that the GP is going to decrease by 5%, minus 5%. So GP rate is expected to be 20% in the next year, 20% of 2,50,000. So it is 50,000 better. So they can easily calculate now by closing stock, that is balance sheet figure. So you may get it. It is 2,60,000. Is that clear? Very good, very good. Fast, do it fast. Very good. I think the system of giving training by my which was used in my previous lectures is better because students are keen to see me now also. Actually, I assume that physical presence is better in that, है ना? जो हम लोगों ने पिछली बार लेक्चर लगाए हैं और जो आज लेक्चर लगा रहे हैं उसमें मुझे लगता है ये वाला डिफरेंस बच्चे फील कर रहे हैं. चलो कोई बात नहीं, अगले नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल कीप कंसंट्रेशन ऑन इट कि आपको उसी तरह से हम लोग लेक्चर दें जैसे पहले दे रहे थे. नो मैटर्स. Today it is not practically possible, so we have gone by this way. But maximum teachers are giving lecture by this way only, you know. Maximum teachers are giving lecture by this way only, and this is not good for you. You are feeling better with the previous system, by the system which I am adopting earlier was better, or this system is better. or both are equal, there's no problem at all. What is your feedback, students? The way of presentation in the previous lectures by me and the way of presentation in today's lecture, both are similar or having some major difference for you? Better it was earlier, it was better, or today it is okay also? Because number of teachers are delivering lectures by this mode only. This is a platform given by the ICI, and what I was using earlier, that was my personal platform. So it's clear to everyone? 2,60,000. Now he says stock. The company had taken out a policy of rupees 3 lakh, and complete stock was destroyed. The full stock was destroyed. Both are nice. For practical subjects, the earlier presentation was better. Previous was better. Very good. Very good. Feedback is always for betterment. You must have to give the feedback whenever required. So due to that reason, I am taking the feedback. My working quality, my teaching quality will not be different in both, but presentation style is also accountable. So I would like to go for the previous presentation style in my upcoming lectures. There's no problem. Don't worry. It was just a idea which I am taking from your side. Let's come back to the question once again. In our question, it has been made clear that opening stock is given to us. It is 90,000. Purchases are given for which period we have to take the purchases. Actually, date of hire is 1st of April. That means we have to calculate stock as on the date of hire. But we have the stock as on the date of 31st of December 2011. So this is not sufficient for us because we need stock as on the date of 1st of April 2012. So 3 months stock is to be recalculated. For that purpose, we have prepared a memorandum trading count from 1st of January 2012 to 31st of March 2012. You can say. So for this period, we have prepared it. It is opening stock 90,000, purchases 3 lakh, that is given to you. Manufacturing expenses are also given to you. Sales are given to you. GP rate we have calculated. It may be in working note also. By sales 2,50,000 and closing stock is a balance sheet figure. So that is with you, sir. But we like account session in previous view. Today it is okay. No problem. We will go for that, beta. No problem. Teaching quality will not be varying. Only the presentation style will vary. So you need not to worry. Okay. So now, important thing is that we have to compare policy amount that is 3 lakh with the stock as on the rate of hire, that is 2,60,000. So obviously here it is 100% insurance, and we will be eligible to get the complete loss of stock. So claim is equal to claim for loss of stock is equal to 2,60,000, because actual loss is also 2,60,000. So we will be able to get that. Okay, better. Now coming to the loss of profit. For loss of profit, let's come to loss of profit. For loss of profit, one thing should be very much important for you, that we have to go by step. So step number 1 is normally known to every student, already discussed number of times. What is step number 1? Short sales. We have to calculate the short sales. How to get the short sales? We need sales for the indemnity period of previous year, less sales for the indemnity period of current year. So just see your question. Must have to see the question. Here it is given to you that indemnity period is what is the indemnity period in the given question? It is 6 months. Now after fire, your business has been affected from 1st of April to 30th of June. So it is 3 months. Actual indemnity period is 3 months. So you have to calculate the system for 3 months only. So for 3 months, means for date of fire is 1st of April. So the period will be 1st of April to 30th of June. This is the period. 1st of April to 30th of June. This is the period for which you have to work. For this period, you have to calculate the short sales. For this, you have to calculate the standing charges. For this, you have to calculate each and everything, because this is the period for which you have to work out. And the important points in this question are, first point is that you need sale during the 3 months of previous year. So is that given to you, beta? Check it out. Sale is given to you 10 lakh for the previous year, but for these 3 months, sale is not given to you. If you will see the complete question, sales for the indemnity period of previous year is not given to you. So what do you have to do? In that case, what will be your assumption? In that case, your working will be different, because let's do it. Step 1, short sales. Very good, very good. Step 2, GP rate. Very good. Step 3, claim for increase in working cost. Very good. Step 4, loss of profit. Very good. This is a system which should be used actually. Very good, beta. Are you seeing my board now? Start it, do it. You must have to do yourself also, because we have to practice it also. Must have to do yourself. I'm just checking it out that everything is going. Some board is not visible. Exactly, I have not shown it. Yeah, board is visible now, beta. So let's do it. इसको करेंगे हम साथ साथ में. We will must have to see properly. Just now. So step number 1, short sales. In this, first of all, you have to get the standard sale. Standard sale. So what is the standard sale? Standard sale is given to you that it is 10 lakh. Last year it was 10 lakh. Last year it was 10 lakh for the full year. Now for 3 months, that is for any 3 months, how much it should be? ये कितनी होनी चाहिए? How much it should be? That is not given to us. It is not mentioned to us. So how to solve it? That is a technical part in this question. For that, we have to calculate the sales for the sales from 1st of April 2011 to 30th of June 2011. How to get it, beta? Beta, total sale is given to you. Total sale 2011 is 10 lakh rupees. Now we know that the sale for the first 3 months is how much? For the first 3 months, how much is the sale? That is given to you in the question. Just check the question, beta. It was 2,50,000, beta. It was 2,50,000. That is given to you. Whereas the sale for the next 3 months is also given to you. That is, it is better to see the, because it will be difficult. Otherwise, you can't understand this thing. See my camera. Just give me a minute. Yes. Yes. This is good. Beta, first of all, you must have to see here. It is given to you that the sales were 10 lakh in the previous year. It was rupees 10 lakh in the previous year. Now we have to calculate the sale from 1st of April to 30th of June last year. Now also see one more thing, that sales during the first 3 months in the last year was 2,50,000, whereas sales during the first January to 31st of March, yeah, it is 2,50,000 in the current year. Okay. So there's a system. Just hold. See here, it is given to you. So yeah, here it is given to you. Sales of the first quarter of 2011. How much it is? That you have to check. I would like to show you now. Yes. But try to understand one thing, that sales for the next year is given to you 3 months. This is a sale for the next 3 months is given to you. It is 1st of January to 31st of March. It is 2,50,000. Now what it is? He has already mentioned that this sale is showing a general trend of the industry with an increase of 15%. This is after an increase of 15% during the first 3 months. So that means for sales for the first 3 months in last year was how much? How much it was? ये AC का देखना क्या है? भास्कर? AC का. So what you have to do is you have to calculate it in this way. Total sales for 2011 is 10 lakhs minus sales from 1st of January to 31st of March 2011, how much it is? This is not given to you, but one thing is given to you which is very much important, which I have already discussed to you, that sales from 1st of January 2012 to 31st of March 2012 is rupees 2,50,000, which is after increase of 15%. What it meant for? This 2,50,000 is after increase of 15%. Let sale of first 3 months in last year is equal to 100. Now there is an increase of 15% in it. So it will become 115 obviously after adding 15%. So that meant for actual sale during this period was 2,50,000 into 100 by 115. I have already discussed with you this formula that whenever we have to calculate something which is already not given to you, then how to calculate it? The assumption of amount to be calculated is taken in denominator, and assumption of amount given will be taken in denominator, and assumption of amount to be calculated is to be taken in numerator. By taking this assumption, if sale of first 3 months in current year is 115, then actual sale is 2,50,000. If it is 1, then it is 2,50,000 divided by 115. If it is 100, then how much it should be? 2,50,000 divided by 115 into 100, that you make. So we have calculated how much it is better? How much it is? Get it? Or I may use the calculator. This is 2,17,390. 2,17,390. Once again, I would like to let you clear that what we need is, for the purpose of calculating short sale, what do you need? We need standard sale from 1st of April 2011 to 30th of June 2011. So we need a sale for this period, beta. But this period sale is not given to you. He has given you some different information. He has given you that the sale during the next 3 months is 2,50,000, which is after an increase of 15%, because he has already mentioned you that the sale has been increased by 15% in the current year. So it means for if it is 2,50,000 and it has been increased by 15%, then how much was the sale in the previous period? That was 2,50,000 into 100 by 115. 2,17,390. This was the standard sale from 1st of April 2011 to 30th of June 2011. That is the period of indemnity. It is 2,17,390. Now this is given to us now. What do we have to do now? After this, sorry. One more thing is there. This is the sale of 1st of January. There was a minor error. The date is mentioned wrongly by me. It is 1st of January 2011 to 31st of March 2011 given to you. 1st of January to 31st of March. So we have calculated the sale of first 3 months. Okay. So it means for, if total sale for the full year is 10 lakh minus sale of first 3 months is 2,17,390. How much is the sale for the remaining 9 months? Remaining 9 months. Once it will be understood, it will be very easy. 7,82,610 beta. This is the sale for the remaining 9 months. What we need is, we need sale from 1st of April 11 to 30th of June 2011. So we will assume that the sale is uniform during the remaining 9 months. If sale is uniform during the remaining 9 months, then it should be 3 by 9. That is 1 by 3. So you may calculate how much it is. It is 268.70. 2,60,870. So this is the standard sale which we need for the purpose of calculating our short sale. 2,60,870. Yes, very good, very good. Let's understand once again, because this is a technical concept. I don't need that. I don't like to say that कि आपको ये समझ नहीं लगा तो गलत बात है. इसको एक बार हिंदी में समझते हैं बेटा. एक्चुअली ये है कि हमें ना शॉर्ट सेल निकालने के लिए हमें चाहिए सेल, किस पीरियड की सेल चाहिए. हमें 1 अप्रैल से लेकर 30 जून 2011 की सेल चाहिए, जो कि गिवन नहीं है. बट एक चीज उसने गिवन में दी है आपको कि हमारी जो सेल है वो टोटल सेल पूरे साल की 10 लाख है. फुल ईयर की हमारी जो सेल है वो 10 लाख है. अब वो ये बता रहा है उस 10 लाख सेल में नेक्स्ट ईयर में हम लोगों को उम्मीद है कि जो सेल है वो 15% से गिर रही है, डिक्रीज हो रही है. डिक्रीज हो रही है, इंक्रीज हो रही है. नेक्स्ट ईयर में हमारी जो सेल है इट हैज बीन इंक्रीजिंग, सॉरी, ये 15% से इंक्रीज हो रही है. और नेक्स्ट ईयर की उसने फर्स्ट 3 मंथ्स की सेल दी हुई है. अब मुझे नहीं पता ये 10 लाख में से फर्स्ट 3 मंथ्स की क्या है, नेक्स्ट 3 मंथ्स की क्या है, नेक्स्ट की क्या है, नेक्स्ट की क्या है, आई डजंट नो. बट एक चीज उसने बता दी कि इस जो मेरी नेक्स्ट ईयर में, इसमें से नहीं, नेक्स्ट ईयर में जो हमारी सेल है वो 2,50,000 है फर्स्ट 3 मंथ्स में. और ये जो है ये पिछले साल की सेल का 15% इंक्रीज करने के बाद है. तो मैंने ये मान लिया कि अगर ये 15% इंक्रीज करने के बाद है तो इंक्रीज करने से पहले कितनी होगी. इट इज 2,82,000, 2,17,310. It is 2,17,390. So ये 2,17,390 मैंने एंट्री निकाला इसमें से 10 लाख में से. बाकी जो 9 मंथ्स है मैं ये मान रहा हूं कि रिमेनिंग 9 मंथ्स की जो सेल है वो यूनिफॉर्म है, वो इक्वल है, बिकॉज मेरे पास और कोई इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन नहीं है. क्योंकि जो उसने एक्चुअल सेल दी है नेक्स्ट 3 मंथ्स की वो तो हमारी इंडेमनिटी पीरियड की सेल है और वो तो कंपैरिजन के लिए यूज नहीं हो सकती यहाँ पर, वो इस पर्पस के लिए यूज नहीं हो सकती. तो इसीलिए मैंने क्या किया कि मेरी जो सेल है 10 लाख टोटल, उसमें से 2,70,000 तो फर्स्ट 3 मंथ्स की है, तो रिमेनिंग 9 मंथ्स की कितनी हुई, 782, 610. अब इसमें से जो मेरी 3 मंथ्स है फर्स्ट अप्रैल से लेकर 30 जून तक के, उसकी मुझे स्टैंडर्ड सेल चाहिए. तो स्टैंडर्ड सेल मैंने कैलकुलेट कर ली कि वो मेरी कितनी है, 2,60,870. इसमें से माइनस करूंगा सेल ऑफ इंडेमनिटी पीरियड ऑफ करंट ईयर. सो ये सेल ऑफ इंडेमनिटी पीरियड ऑफ करंट ईयर मुझे गिवन है 87,500. सो इसको माइनस करके मेरा जो है वो आपका आ जाएगा शॉर्ट सेल्स 2,12,500. मुझे उम्मीद है थोड़ा सा समय लगने की चांसेस है कि आपको समय लग गया है. हाउ यू कैलकुलेट 780 to 610 बेटा. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड बेटा. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि जो 10 लाख रुपए सेल है वो कब की है, वो फुल ईयर की है, लास्ट ईयर 1 जनवरी से लेकर 31 दिसंबर तक की. ओके, तो इस पीरियड की जो ये सेल है 10 लाख रुपीज, इसमें से 2,17,000 इसके फर्स्ट 3 मंथ्स की है, मींस 1 जनवरी 2011 टू 31 ऑफ मार्च 2011 की है. तो बैलेंस जो सेल कब की आ गई, 1 अप्रैल 2011 से लेकर 31 ऑफ दिसंबर 2011 तक की. आप ऐसे भी कह सकते हो कि 10 लाख टोटल सेल है हमारी पूरे साल की 12 मंथ्स की. उसको हमने 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर दिया. जो फर्स्ट 3 मंथ्स है उसकी सेल हमने निकाल ली है, 2,17,390 आ गई है हमारी. बैलेंस जो सेल है वो हमारी रिमेनिंग 9 मंथ्स की है, रिमेनिंग 9 मंथ्स. तो रिमेनिंग 9 मंथ्स की कितनी होगी, 780 to 610 बेटा. सो ऐसे भी कह सकते हो, जैसे मैंने करा वैसे भी कह सकते हो. इसको मैंने डिवाइड कर दिया कि हर 3 मंथ्स की कितनी होगी, every 3 months it will be average, so it will be equivalent in every quarter. It will be 2,60,870 each, 2,60,870 each, 2,60,870 each. But I need for this first 3 months, second 3 months only, second quarter, so I have done it. इंक्रीज हो रही है सर, हो रही है, इसलिए हमने माना कि इस बार 2,50,000 है इंक्रीज होने के बाद, तो पिछले साल तो इंक्रीज होने से पहले कितनी थी, पहले तो कम थी ना, तो हमने कम की निकाल ली 2,17,390 बेटा। इंक्रीज ट्रेंड ऑफ सेल इज 39,130 बेटा। जब आपके पास अमाउंट गिवन होती है 130, जब आपके पास अमाउंट गिवन होती है बाद वाली और पहले वाली निकालनी होती है, तो आपको थोड़ा कैलकुलेशन उस हिसाब से करनी पड़ेगी। I would like to let you understand in this way. Let sale of 2011 is equal to 100 because this is the base. He says plus increasing trend at the rate of 15% beta. So it is 15% of 100. It should be taken. Not it should be 115 taken. So it will be the sale of 2012. This we have assumed that this should be done. ये होना चाहिए था. Now I have been given sale for the first 3 months of next year. So first 3 months it is 2,50,000 beta. Now what I need is otherwise I may assume if this was not given, I may assume that the sale of rupees 10 lakh for the full year is uniform throughout the year. Uniform throughout the year. But this is not possible in this given question. Year. It is not possible. Reason? Because sale for the next 3 months is given to you in the next year. It is 2,50,000, which is not showing it uniform. Because it is 2,50,000. Hence, what should be this? It should be 2,50,000 into what you have to calculate 100. Whatever is given, that is 150. This is a unitary method which you are using. It is 2,17,390. So it means for out of 10 lakh, sale of rupees minus sale of 1st Jan to 31st of March of this of last year is 2,17,390. This was the amount now. 2,17,390 exactly. Okay. So balance is 7,82,610. This is for 1st of April to 31st of December beta of last year. So whatever we have to do, we have to take this as a base. बस सर हमें previous year की सेल निकालनी है और indemnity period की हमें given है, then we will subtract it. Very good. Now it is understood to everyone. I assume that. So come to the solution now, because I would like to show it from the question now then, because it is easy to understand from the question also now. So see here it is. So you have calculated short sale first. That is clear to everyone. I assume it is 2,12,500. Then GP ratio. GP ratio is NP plus insured standing charges. Now how much is the NP in the given case? See your question. It is 50,000. And what is the insured standing charges that is given to you? Yes, standing charges insured is 50,000. Actual expenses incurred 60,000. So this is uninsured. Difference is uninsured. 10,000. So here GP rate is with you now. 50,000 plus 50,000 divided by sale of last year, that is 10 lakh. Into 100, it is 10%. Minus decreasing trend of 5% is there. So finally we will get GP rate of 5%. Is that clear to everyone now? Very good. Now next is amount allowed in addition of additional expenses. That is actual expenditure is 60,000. That is given to you. Additional expenses. Let's see. Actual expenses incurred after fire. Okay, this is incurred after fire 60,000. So this is the additional expenses what we are always saying. This is 60,000. Then we are taking GP on sale during indemnity period. GP on sale during indemnity period is 5%, beta. So this is 5% of 87,500. So how to calculate the adjusted annual turnover? That is another important point in the given case. That you have to understand. Yes. So how to calculate the adjusted annual turnover? For that purpose, we have already calculated that the sale from first of what we need is we need the sale of last 12 months. That is also given to you maybe in the given question. Yes. Yeah. This you may understand also. He says that the sale for the 9 months is given to us. Now, what is your period of 12 months immediately before the date of fire? If you will see, it is what is the period? It is 1st of April to 31st of March 2012. That you may understood in this way also. 1st of April 2000 1st of April 2011 to 31st of March 2012. So this is a period. This is the period of 12 months immediately before the date of fire. Now, out of this period, we have been already given 7,82,610 is from 1st of April 2011 to 31st of December 2011. And we have already given 1st of January 2012 to 31st of March 2012. So this is 2,50,000 given to you. This is already given in the question. So if you add both of them, you will get sale from 1st of April 2011 to 31st of March 2012, which is a sale of the immediate preceding 12 months. So that you may easily calculate. This is 10 lakh. You may add it and you may get it. So this we have done in the question. You may see here it is. It is 7,82,610 plus 2,50,000. It is 10,32,610. Now what do we have to calculate? We have to add in it the trend also. What is the trend? Trend of increase in sale of 15%. So that we have added in it 15%. Now this is the adjusted annual turnover of the previous 12 months from 1st of April 2011 to 31st of March 2012. This is the adjusted annual turnover. We know that we have to adjust trend also. So we have adjusted trend also. That is given now. Is that clear, beta? Yes, sir. Very good. See once again, 7,82,000 for the 9 months. For the next 3 months, it is 2,50,000 we have added. So this is the actual turnover from 1st of April 2011 to 31st of March 2012. After this, what we have to do is we have to add a trend in it, because this is a logic. We must have to add trend of increase in it. So we have added trend of 15% of increase. So after this, we got it. Is that clear, beta? Everyone? So gross profit on adjusted annual turnover is how much? That we have already calculated. We know that how to get it. So see here it is. This we have done. Additional expenses into GP on adjusted annual turnover, that is 5% of the amount, plus uninsured, plus what we have to do is uninsured standing charges, GP plus uninsured standing charges. Now how this 1,30,000 is calculated? See this also. Just a moment, I would like to erase it and then I would like to let you understand that also. I'm also using it real. I'm normally using the same platform which I was using earlier because that platform is really very wonderful. That is costly, but that is wonderful. So I'm normally going for that platform only. So this is 80,000 plus 20,000 plus 1 lakh. So total expenses are 80 plus 20 plus 1 lakh. It is total expenses, standing charges, what we are calling. Total standing charges are 2 lakh. But we have insured only 50,000 beta. But we have insured only 50,000. So remaining standing charges are uninsured. So how much is uninsured? 50,000 minus करेंगे हम लोग किसमें से 80 plus 20 plus 1 lakh. So this is 2 lakh. 2 lakh minus 50. So uninsured standing charges are 1,50,000. So 1,50,000. Just a moment. कुछ calculation mistake कर रहे हैं. Yes. Yeah, selling expenses are not taken into consideration. It is 1,80,000. Sorry, because selling expenses are not the part of standing charges. Administrative expenses, all expenses are here. All the expenses are standing charges, except those which are incurred for sale purpose. So here it is also given to you. Maybe given it somewhere also. How is calculated 1,30,000? He has given it somewhere. No, he has not given it. You may note it down with you, beta. You may note it down with you because this is also very important. How to calculate the standing charges? It is 1 lakh plus 80,000. So total is 1,80,000. Total standing charges minus insured, that is 50,000. So balance is uninsured, 1,30,000. Why we are applying 15% increase in previous year's sale? Beta, whenever we have to calculate the adjusted turnover of the last 12 months from the date of hire up to the date of hire, we have to adjust the trend also, because that we have already done in the previous questions also. Trend is to be adjusted in that also and in standard sale also. Both way we have to adjust it. So that we have done. Clear, sir. Increase in trend may increase in working cost, no, sir? Yes. Trend should be applied on this year or previous year's sale. It is always applied on the sale up to the date of hire plus 15%. So that we have done. Whenever trend is to be applied, that is applied on sales up to the date of hire plus 15%. So that we have done in this case. So it is 57,500. 5% of adjusted turnover divided by 57,500 plus 1,30,000 beta into additional expenses of 60,000. So that we have to do. So that is done. 18,400. So least is this 4,375. So this is a claim. So we have to the claim. Now, what is the amount of policy? Amount of policy is how much, beta? Amount of total expenses are 2,07,000. Total claim is loss of profit 10,625 plus 4,375. But we have to check, compare this 57,500 is the policy amount. 57,500 is the GP on adjusted annual turnover. This is to be compared with the amount of policy. What is the amount of policy, beta? Policy amount is beta 1 lakh. So policy amount is more than the GP on adjusted annual turnover, that is 57,500. So full claim will be admissible. So for 10,625 plus 4,375, both the claims will be admissible. Why is it 15% of 7,82,610 and not 15% of 10 lakh 32,000 we have done beta 10 lakh 32,610 उसी का किया है. Okay, sorry. It has to be done of GPR. Okay. A good query is raised by a student that when we have calculated this 15%, then we have calculated it on 7,82,610 and not on the 10,32,610. Why? The reason is very simple, beta. Actually, the sale of these 3 months already include the increase of 15%. We have the trend of current year only. And what is the current year, beta? What is the current year? Your current year is 1st of January 2012 to 31st of December 2012. And we can use trend only for this period, out of which it has been divided into 2 parts. First 3 months and then 9 months. First 3 months sale is already calculated after adding trend. So remaining 9 months sale can be calculated because we have the proposed sale that we are always saying adjusted annual turnover. This is the word we are using. So we will expect that this sale will remain same in the next year also, and the sale of 7,82,610 will increase by 15%. So due to that reason, because this already includes 15% beta, already after adding 15%. So we have already done it in the calculation also, where we have calculated. You remember we have done 2,50,000 into 100 by 150. Why? Because we assume that this includes already the 15% trend. So remaining sale doesn't include the trend of 15%. Due to that reason, that has been calculated on the remaining sale of 15% beta. So hence, this is the concept. This question will come into 20 marks minimum because sir, 7,82,600 doesn't include increase trend. Exactly, Mantanji, you are saying right. I expect that this is clear to every student. I have tried my best that it must be clear to every student, and expect that the students are satisfied with this question. Let's go for the practical question now. Let's start with the practical questions, which is given in your module. I expect there is no query in illustrations. If there is any query in this illustration, tell me first. First, tell me if there is any query in illustration. Would we go for the question, Peter? Yes. So these are the practical questions with us. So I'm expecting there's no query in illustrations. Please check and confirm it. Crystal clear. Very good. Clear, sir. Rafiq bhai, very good. Vanshika, very good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This was something technical. We should have to do it in a proper way. It will be done then. I assume that it is clear. So practical question number 1 is also clear, I assume, because this is simple question. Question number 2 is somehow technical, but I assume you have done it. If there is any query in question number 2, then confirm me. You may tell me, I would like to discuss this question only. I will solve only and only if someone will tell me. Otherwise, I am going to discuss regarding the important point in this question. On 29th of August 2012, the ground of a trader caught fire and a large part of the stock was destroyed. Read with me because it is very important to read, because unless and until you will read, you can't do it in a proper way. I assume you have already done this question. However, goods costing rupees 1,08,000 could be salvaged, including firefighting expenses amounting to rupees 4,700. He says that somehow we have saved goods costing rupees 1,08,000. But we have incurred some expenses of rupees 47 for saving this. So that is to be deducted while calculating this saving. Now cost of stock is given to you beta opening and closing for the last year. This is used normally for the purpose of calculating GP rate. Purchases during the year is given to you. And then this is a sale of a purchase of previous year given to you. And purchase from 1st April to the date of fire is given to you. First thing, which is important, cost of goods distributed as sample for advertisement from 1st of April 2012 to the date of fire is 41 from beta. What do you have to do with this? This is the point which is to be understood. Cost of goods distributed as samples. So from 1st of April to the date of fire, that is given to you. It is 41. So what do you have to do with this? This is the part of this purchase. Cost of goods distributed as free samples, and we know it very well. It is to be deducted from the above purchases. Cost of goods withdrawn by the trader for personal use. Again, same concept. It is to be deducted beta. Sales for the out of this it is to be deducted. Both of them will be deducted. Sales for the year ended 80 lakh beta. That is the sale for the last year. Sales from 1st of April to the date of fire is given to you beta. So I assume that now it is a simple question and you can do it very sincerely. Is that clear to everyone? Sir, bar done sir, very good. Sir, बार ऐप समरी बना दो लॉस ऑफ प्रॉफिट के स्टेप की. सर एक बार आप समरी बना दो लॉस ऑफ प्रॉफिट के स्टेप्स की. Mantaj ji, I will do that for you, no problem. Just wait. I would like to solve one question for you, which will be a complete question, so that you can understand that also, and the steps will also be given. That will be something technical question. I will get that. I will do for you. No doubts. Every adjustment has been done clear. So practice question 6. No matter. After this, we will proceed with the next question, beta. I assume this question is clear to everyone. Practical question number 2 is clear. Very good. Let's go for the next. Question number 3. If we will discuss each and every question, obviously I may help you to understand each and every concept in that case. A fire occurred in the premises of Messer Fireproof Company on 31st of August. 1st April to 31st of August, information is given to you. You are required to compute the amount of claim for the loss of stock. The concern has taken an insurance policy for rupees 60,000. Stock as on balance sheet date is 99. That is opening stock, purchases, wages, including wages incurred for installation. So we know it very well that these wages we know it very well that these wages of rupees 50,000 includes wages of rupees 3,000. So it will be deducted. Minus 3,000, what do we have to do? Sales of rupees 2,40,000. It includes sales value of goods drawn by partners. So it will also be deducted from this. It will be deducted from these sales. Cost of goods sent to Kalaini on 16th August, line unsold with them. This is to be added in our closing stock. This will become a part of our closing stock beta. Cost of goods distributed as free samples. This will be deducted from purchases. We have to deduct it from the purchases, 1,500 rupees. Credit side goods distributed as samples. Okay, no problem. You can do it. Sir, notes have not been uploaded. No problem. I will send it beta. Take one more question if possible for claim. Exactly, we will do Ashish. No worry. Is that clear? Let's go forward. While valuing the stock on 31st of March, 1,000 was written off in respect of a slow moving item. So maybe you know about the concept of slow moving item and we will do accordingly. Beta. Question number 3, I assume you have done it. Question number 4. Have you done? All of you. Question number 4. Have you done it or not? I would like to check your concept. Have you done question number 4 or not, beta? Yes or no? Please send yes or no, so that I can understand. If all of you have done it, I would not like to waste time on that. Question number 4. Yes, tell me, beta. Question number 4 you have done or not? Question number 4, question number 5. Any query in question number 4, question number 5? Yes, waiting for you. हाँ मुझे पता सर, मैंने खुद ही बोला. यस बेटा बोलो. यस. Question number 4. Yes, sir. Done. Very good. Very good. Cost of goods withdrawn 12th on. Very good. Beta. Very good. There was some. So in question number 3, can you tell about point number 6 and 7? Exactly, I will tell beta. I'm just asking you again and again. If there is any query, I will like to take it. Cost of goods sent to Kalani. Question number 3, point number 6 has been asked by a student. Cost of goods sent to Kalani on 16th of August 2011, lying unsolved with him. So this doesn't have any impact on purchases or anything else. This will be a part of our closing stock. This will be a part of our closing stock, and obviously it can't be assumed that this is destroyed, because these goods are lying with our client. So we will add it in our closing stock. And cost of goods distributed as free sample beta, it is 1500. It is to be deducted from purchases, because whenever goods are distributed as free sample, it is to be deducted from your purchases. See here it is. I would like to show you a solution, and we would like to discuss about this. Answer 3rd. Yes. Buy goods sent to Kalani that we have done 16th on 5, it will become part of our closing stock. Okay, normal items. And buy closing stock is our balance sheet figure. This is the stock lying in our ground as on the date of fire. After adding GP, you may have to put it on the credit side by assuming it as a part of your closing stock. This is the part of our closing stock. This is 16th on 5. So, and that 2500 has been deducted from the purchases, or it has been deducted from the purchases. You may see here it is. Yes, minus drawings, minus free samples that they have done. Is that clear to everyone? No doubt, sir, in question number 4, 5. Very good, beta. It meant so you have done it. Na? This is the wording which is always required. अगर आपने किया तभी तो ये नहीं है problem. So करना चाहिए. In question number 4, we will record goods sent to Kalani on credit side. Okay, no problem, beta. It's up to your choice. So question number 4 is also clear to the students. He is asking that we will record goods sent to Kalani credit side of memorandum of trading account. Okay, no problem. Goods sent to Kalani, that has been done. It informed. He has also done the same thing. Sir, video. I don't understand. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir, got it. So let's come to question number 6. because number of students have asked about the query of question number 6. So let's come to that question now. Question number 6. A trader intend to take a loss of profit policy with indemnity period of 6 months. Intends means he is interested to take it. He haven't that policy. He couldn't decide the policy. He is unable to decide the policy. From the following details, you are requested to suggest the policy amount to him. Turnover in last financial year is 4,50,000 and standing charges in last financial year is 90,000. So this is the sale of previous year, but we have to take policy for the next year beta. So NP earned in last year was 10% of turnover, and the same trend expected in the subsequent year. So we are expecting that in the next year also, your NP will be 10% of your turnover, 10% of your sale. And we are expecting that the turnover will increase by 25%. If turnover will increase by 25%, then you have to calculate the turnover once again. It is 4,50,000 turnover of last year. Yes, it is 4,50,000 turnover of last year. Just one, the pen for you. So it is 4,50,000 plus 25%. First of all, you have to calculate the actual sale, and then 10% will be calculated on that sale as a expected profit in the next year, whatever profit we are expecting in the next year. And then we have to achieve these additional sales. We have to incur additional expenses also. So many things are there. I would like to solve it for you. That will be better. Yes, this is question number 6. So let's do it. First of all, it should be in a presentable form. We have to calculate the calculation of policy amount. How to calculate the policy amount, beta? Policy amount will be calculated by this way. First of all, you have to calculate the sale, expected sale. Now, for this, you need sale of previous year, last year. So, sale of last year is given to you. This is how much we have with you. It is 4,50,000. 4,50,000 plus expected increase at the rate of 25%. At the rate of 25%. So 25% means it is 1,12,500. So 5,62,500. This is the expected sale of next year. Expected sale of next year. Now we have to calculate NP on it. He says NP of last year, NP earned in last year was 10%, and same trend expected in subsequent year also. So NP of last year is equal to 10%. So that we are expecting in this year also. So NP is equal to expected NP of next year in amount is equal to 56,250 beta. Now he says that standing charges in last financial year was 90,000. So we have to take policy for NP plus standing charges. Policy amount is always equal to NP plus standing charges, as we are not always doing in our step number 2 while calculating GP. So this is the concept here. NP of next year is there. Expected standing charges of next year. How much it is? For that, standing charges of last year should be with you. That is 90,000 plus expected increase. How much expectation of increase is there? We are expecting an increase of 31,250. 31,250. 1,21,250. And is 45,000. So it is 1,21,250. So we'll add these two to calculate the policy amount. Add these two to get the answer. NP of last year is 10%. It is expected increase of expected NP of next year is okay. Here there is some error. We should have to go by some different way. In this case, minor difference is there. Here we have to change it. So here we have to change. Just wait. Minor difference is there. We have NP of last year, but while calculating policy amount, we need GP rate beta. What we need GP rate, because the policy amount is always based on GP rate, not the NP rate. So what is the formula for calculating NP? The GP rate is equal to NP plus standing charges, and that should be only insured one. Standing charges, and that should be only insured, divided by sale. So what it was in the last year? So we have to calculate GP rate of last year. That is NP is equal to, obviously it was 10%, means 10% of 4,50,000 beta. Plus standing charges, how much it was? It was 90,000 in the previous year. And then how much was the sale in the previous year? It was 4,50,000 beta. This was all about previous year. Because when we are calculating GP rate by formula number 2, step number 2, what is the formula? 10% of this, it is 1,35,000 divided by 4,50,000 beta. It will be 45,000 into 3. It will be 30% beta. GP rate is to be calculated for the purpose of calculating policy amount, because policy amount is always equal to what should be the policy amount. If you remember the steps which we have already discussed, what is the steps? Step number 1, calculate the short sales. Second, calculate the GP rate. Third, calculate the additional expenses claim. Fourth, we have to calculate loss of profit, that is GP on short sales plus additional expenses. So the system will remain same. I would like to give the steps also because that was also demanded by one student. Step number 1, in that one we are expecting that this much should be sale, and accordingly we are going to be short sale. And in step number 2, what we are doing? We are going for the GP rate beta. Why? Because we assume that in step number 4, when we are going, we assume that the GP on short sale is our claim. GP on short sales. So we are expecting that in the next year there must not be any short sale. There must be a system in which we can claim the complete, we can take the policy which should be 100% covering each and everything. So for additional expenses, we are doing step number 3, additional expenses. In step number 5, what we are doing? We are doing GP on short sales plus additional expenses. And that is the amount of claim that we are expecting. So in the same way here, what you have to do here, when you are taking the policy, you have to take GP on expected sale in next year. So we got that in the next year, our sale will be 5,62,500 and our GP will be 30%. So GP on sale in next year. There is no change in GP expected by us. So it will be 30% of 5,62,500. So get it how much it is? Do it better. It is 1,68,750 beta. Plus we have to take claim for the additional expenses. So what additional? How much additional expenses we are expecting? Check your question. It is 31,250. What we are expecting in the next year. So this is a policy amount which you have to take. Rightly said in this case, sir, NP will be okay, beta, okay, policy amount, NP is okay. So after the break, we will go for the questions of examination. Some examination questions we will take because additional questions will be there. So after the break, you must remain present because I would like to give you some new questions and some new concepts also, and also the steps, whatever is demanded by some of the students. So after the break, we will be here once again. Sir, may we have a break? Welcome back, beta. So we are going to we have already solved question number 6. Now I would like to discuss with you regarding question number 7. If there is any doubt in that, I assume that question number 6 is clear to everyone, beta. Just tell me first of all, is there any doubt in question number 6, or we are interested to have some query in that? Otherwise, I would like to go for question number 7, beta. Any doubt in question number 6, beta? Tell me. On account of a fire on 15th of June, the business house of your company working rate remained disturbed up to 15th of December. So the period of 6 months is there. So it was not possible to effect any sale. Company had taken out an insurance policy with an average clause against consequential loss of 1,40,000. And indemnity period is 7 months. So we will take 6 months, as we know that we are going to take only the minimum of these two. An increase of 25% was marked in the current year sale as compared to the last year. So we are expecting that the sale will increase by 25% in the current year. Additional expenses of rupees 12,000 to make sale possible and saving of 2,000 in the insured standing charges. So it is a very simple question. I would like to give the steps as already demanded by one of the students. Simultaneously, I will give the steps and you can understand this question in this case. Yeah. After the steps, I will like to discuss with you. Yeah. After the steps, I would like to discuss with you the new questions. Yes. Step number 1 was there. Loss of profit steps. Loss of profit. So it was step number 1. Calculation of short sales. In that standard sale of last indemnity period, last year indemnity period, whatever is the amount that you have to take, plus oblique minus whatever it is, trend. So there will be a negative trend also. So whatever is a plus or minus that you have to calculate, it will give you the expected sale of indemnity period less actual sale of indemnity period that you have to deduct. This will result into short sales beta. अभी आए नहीं आप लोग वापस? Have you not come back? I have not received any query from your side. No comments. Step number 2 beta. So step number 2 is calculation of GP rate. Calculation of GP rate. Formula is very simple beta. GP rate is equal to NP of last year plus insured standing charges beta divided by sale of last year into 100. Step number 2. Very good. Come back. No? Very good. So I assume this has been copied by everyone, or you may copy it. Step number 3 is there. You may take screenshot also later on. Step number 3. In this, we will do claim for increase in working cost or additional expenses, whatever you may call it. In this, first option is actual increase, whatever it is, that is to be taken. B part, we have to take least of the following. Least of following. So what is the least of following? Actual increase or GP on sale during actual indemnity period. So whatever is the actual sale during indemnity period, that is to be taken, or increase in sale due to additional expenses to be taken. Whatever it is, you may take one out of these two additional expenses. So whatever additional expenses are incurred due to that reason, if any sale has been increased, that sale may be taken, or this sale during indemnity period is to be taken as per the case. This is according to the information given in the question. If there is any specific increase in sale given to you, that is to be taken. Otherwise, you will take sale during the actual indemnity period. So that is to be taken. C point. This was GP on sale during GP on sale of we are normally calling it a adjusted annual turnover. We call it as GPM's adjusted annual turnover. So the name is there that you may use, GPM adjusted annual turnover divided by GP as above plus insured plus uninsured standing charges plus uninsured standing charges, if any. It is to be multiplied with additional expenses. So whatever it will be, that will be the answer. Now what is adjusted annual turnover? That means for sale of 12 months up to the date of hire plus minus trend. Whatever is the trend, that will be adjusted again. Adjusted annual turnover is equal to sale of 12 months up to the date of fire. The date on which fire has been occurred, we have to take 12 months exactly behind that. And plus minus trend is to be done. Whatever it is, that is adjusted annual turnover. GP on it will be taken in numerator and same will be taken in denominator plus uninsured standing charges into additional expenses. So least of these all will be a claim. Least of all will be the claim for additional expenses. Note it down with you. Sneha, I have already done illustration number 6, beta. Achha, illustration number 6. Okay. Tell me if there is any doubt in illustration number 6. Anything specific which is not clear to you, tell me. Otherwise, I will have to read it for you. No matters. But after doing some additional questions, which is my target, next target. So if you have copied it, I would like to go forward. So obviously, the step number 4 is very simple. In step number 4, what do you have to do? total loss. That is GP on short sales. You have to multiply short sales with the GP rate. Step number 1 multiplied with step number 2. Step number 1 into step number 2. Then plus claim for additional expenses or increase in working cost, whatever you may call it. Step number 3. So this is a total loss. Then step number 5 is there, beta. Compare policy amount and sale of an adjusted annual turnover, whatever we call an adjusted annual turnover. GP on, sorry, GP on adjusted annual turnover and GP on adjusted annual turnover. If policy amount is greater than GP on adjusted annual turnover, then full claim is okay, is admissible. If policy amount is less than GP on adjusted annual turnover, then proportionate claim is, then average clause will be applied, we can call. Then average clause will be applied. Then average clause, which is equal to loss of profit policy divided by GP on adjusted annual turnover into total loss. That's it. I expect everyone has noted it down because this is a good thing. This will be beneficial for you. I expect that you may use it whenever you will do the questions. Copy it fast. If it has been copied by you, tell me, then I will proceed. I am giving you 1 minute. Copy it fast. Fast, fast, bit of fast. Very good, beta. Do it fast. Let's go forward. I expect you have copied it better. This was the previous page in which we have written step number 3. This you may also take a screenshot or copy it. This was step number 1 and 2 given in this. So step number 1 से start करके step number 1, step number 2, and then beta step number 3, then step number 4, step number 5. So 5 steps में ये cover हो जाएगा आपका. So let's go for the additional questions. These are the examination questions. Let's see which type of questions comes into your exam beta. Let's see. Are you able to understand what you say? Noted, sir. Very good. Sir, are you able to? Babaljit Goswami, I am not clear. But you are interested to speak, beta? On account of fire on 15th of June 2019 in the business house of R. Ramesh and Company, the working remained disturbed up to 15th of December 2019. So that means for here indemnity period of 6 months are there. It was not possible to affect any sale. In that period, there's no sale. The company had taken out a policy with an average close of 5,60,000. Increase of 25% as marked in the current year's sales as compared to the last year. So we are expecting that the increase of 25% will be there. Company incurred an additional expenses of 48,000 and made a saving of 8,000. So it is a normal question. Very easy and simple question. If you will see, this question has come into your exams. So you may see you can easily do such type of question. You just have those steps with you. Step number 1, step number 2, 3, 4, 5. You can easily do it. Then answer is also there. You can note down the answer of this question. So this is the answer, 2,59,333, loss of profit. And final amount of claim is 2,07,466. So very simple and easy question. You can do it. I will upload it on your portal also. I will send it to IC. They will upload it. Question number 2. So this has also come into your exam. See the question, read it and tell me, could you do it? Waiting for your answers now. Could you do it? It is similar to practical question number 7. Very good. Similar to question number 7. Very good. So you have already done it. The company incurred additional expenses of 13,400, which reduced the loss in turnover. There was also a saving of 4,900. So easy and simple question. This has already come into your exam. But it meant for you have already done such type of questions which may come into your exam, and you are sure that you can get good marks into your exam if you have done those questions. Okay, so read this question now. Another question which has come into your exam. Already these questions have appeared into your exam. I have taken it from your last year exams. Question number 3. A fire occurred in the premises of Messrs. Star and Sons. Read it. Read it and tell me, could you do it? Could you do it and find out the answer for this? Let's do it. You will have to do it by yourself. Do it fast. You have 5 minutes. I would like to say that you should have to solve it maximum within 10 minutes. So fast beta, your time starts now. Do it. Comparatively easy question. I'm not going to discuss anything with you regarding this question. You have to do it by yourself. See what is your speed. We can do it such simple. Then do it better. The second one is similar to illustration number 8. Not don't compare it with others, instead do it. I would like to see what's your speed now. It will give you the confidence that if such type of question will come into your exam, obviously you can do it. Pavanjit Goswami, I am not able to understand what you have said. The second one is similar. Yeah, you give any type of question, I am able to solve because it's my third time available. Madhuri, very good. Do it. Akashni, what will be the treatment for the sale on approval basis in this one? Okay, sale on approval basis. Sales excluding goods sold on approval basis having sales value of 35. Okay. Approval has been received for goods before the date of fire. Understand this thing. He says it doesn't include sales of goods worth rupees 35 on which was sent on approval basis. So this is okay. Normally we doesn't assume that those goods which are sent on approval basis are to be included in sale because we are expecting that it is to be reduced if it has already been included. But the concept is very simple. In my last lecture, I have already given you the concept of sale on approval basis in details, in which I have specifically mentioned that if these goods are approved by the purchaser before the date of fire, then it should be treated as a sale. Then it should be taken in our sale. So beta, it should become part of your sale. It should be added in sale because now the concept of sale on approval basis has been finished before the date of fire. He says goods worth rupees 35 were sent to customer and those are approved by the customer. If you have sent goods to a customer and he has approved those goods, obviously this is a sale, beta. Beta, then it is a sale now. If it is a sale, beta, then there is no problem at all. Then it should be included in our sale. So it should be sale should be 4,55,000 plus 35 in the given case. Okay, beta. Those who have done it must send the word done. Do it fast, beta. We consider sale as 4,80,000. Exactly, beta. Show the policy amount, sir. Policy amount is beta 75,000 in the given case. Done, sir. Sir, value of closing stock is this, and a claim for insurance is this. Just wait. Within 2 minutes, I will tell you, because till 5 minutes are not yet completed. Even no, I'm not saying 10 minutes. I have given you 10 minutes, but even 5 minutes are not yet completed, and you have done it, Deepak. Deepak, congratulations to you. You have done it within the time, but just wait for the answer. Till then, you must have to check it once again. If you have extra time in your exam, I would like to suggest you must recheck your questions, whatever you have done. It will be more helpful. Number of times some calculation mistake is there in the exam, which will normally results into reducing to our marks. So starting का question दिखा दो बेटा. Starting का question इतना ही है बेटा. Question starts from here. A fire occurred in the premises. Done, sir. Very good. Very good. Very good, Poonam. Shabash. Send the answer. If you have done it, send the answer. Five minutes are over. May I give extra time or I would like to go for the solution? Done. Mantanjali, very good. Meenka, very good. See the solution. So the solution, beta solution is in front of you now. Your closing stock should be 83,500. And the claim amount should be 64,222. It means for no one has sent me the right answer yet. Answer should be 64,222 beta. Total loss of stock is 83,500, out of which salvage stock is deducted. Let's see how it has been done. First of all, opening stock is given to you 1,50,500 beta. So stock as on the date of fire 83,500. Very good. Actual loss 71,500. Very good. This is correct. Claim is okay. Kiran, you have done it. You are the first person who has sent the right answer. Poonam, very good. You have done it. Your answer is correct, beta. Opening stock is 1,50,500 beta. Very good. In sales, we have added 35,000 sales, which has been sent on approval basis and has been approved by the customer before the date of fire. Purchases worth rupees 3,70,000 less. Returns 15,000 and goods distributed as samples 32,000. Wages are 55,000. GP is 20% of sales. So very simple beta. I can't expect that anyone has not done it correctly, because if you are unable to do it correctly now, then how you will solve it in the exam? You need more practice. In exams, you can do the questions only and only if you have already done it now, if you have a good speed, if you are doing questions correctly. If you are doing questions wrongly now, then how you will assume that in exams you will do it with a sincerity and you will be getting good marks? Because in exams we should have to get 80 plus marks in accounting, and normally students are getting 90 plus also if they are doing it with sincerity. And my 3 chapters which I have covered for you: hire purchase, profit and loss prior to incorporation, and insurance claim, these 3 chapters normally gives 20 to 25 marks of your paper minimum. And this is with surety, with assurance, 100% assurance, and you will get these 25% of your marks very easily, because questions will be comparatively easy if you have understood the logic. Because these chapters are otherwise very tough chapter, but I have given you the logics, and I assume that everything is very much clear, beta. Six, 4, 2, 2, 1 is correct, beta. No problem. Madhuri, very good. Shabash. It is simple, sir. Very good, Mantanji. So let's check your practice in one more question. Do it now. Now that you have done already, you say this is similar to someone. Anyone is asking for illustration number 6 also of your module, hai na? Someone is asking illustration 6 of the module. That's your time, beta. Any doubts in illustration, in questions, in insurance claim, in profit prior to incorporation, in hire purchase, just tell me. I have sufficient time with me. You may ask any query. I would like to take your queries so that you must clear the exams with flying colors. If you need any support from my side, I will always be available, no matters. Yeah. Illustration number 6. On 19th May, the premises of Shri Garib Das was destroyed. Sufficient records were saved. So 19th May 2012, the premises has come under the fire. Stock at post on 1st of January. That is the last year opening stock, and last year closing stock is given to you. Purchases of the last year are given to you. Sales of last year are given to you. Purchases for the period from the opening date to the date of fire, sale for the same period is given to you. 1150 is the stock of the last year. In valuing the stock for the balance sheet as at 31st of December, 1150 has been written off on certain item which was a poor selling line item, and the cost is 3450. A portion of these goods were sold at a loss of 125 on original cost of rupees 1725. Remainder of the stock was now estimated to be worth of the original cost subject to above exception. GP has remained at uniform throughout the year. So comparatively a simple question, beta. Nothing is tough in this question. You just have to keep it into your mind that while calculating stock, which is given 39,800, you have to bifurcate the stock between two stocks. One is normal and second one is abnormal. Normal, abnormal. So he has mentioned you that the total stock of 3450 was abnormal, out of which 1150 was already written off. So it means for abnormal item is included in this for rupees 2300, because the stock of 3450 has already been written off by 1150, and the balance of 2300 was included in this stock. So that has been kept aside. The remaining amount will be abnormal, a normal one. It will be 37,500. If balance obviously 39,800 minus 2300. It will be normal item. So one thing is this. It is illustration number 6, beta. Illustration number 6, a student has asked a query, so I have given it. It's simple, beta. I assume that it is clear, beta. No doubts, sir, because you have cleared each and every concept very beautifully. Thank you, sir. Just give a good feedback so that institute may check it out that some more teachers are also there. In hire purchase, how to calculate rate of interest? If it is not given in question, I find it difficult. Okay, बेटा माधुरी सर ऐप इन क्वेश्चन को ऐप पे अपलोड कर दोगे? कर देंगे बेटा, करेंगे बिल्कुल, नो प्रॉब्लम. आई विल सेंड इट टू ICI for uploading on your app. No matters. In hire purchase, how to calculate rate of interest? If it is not given in question, I find it difficult. Beta, I would like to take an example for you. It will be easy for you in that case. No matters. Just wait. Hire purchase. Actually, it doesn't have any question of hire purchase. I will do one thing. Just wait for a minute. I would like to download it from ICI, so it should be useful for you. Just a moment. Hire purchase. Done. Yes. See here it is, hire purchase. In this, you are interested to understand when interest is. Which question are you? In hire purchase, how to calculate the rate of interest? Okay. Rate of interest is not required, beta, in any question. We need only interest. What we have to do with the rate of interest? You may better tell me the illustration. If any illustration is there in which you have a doubt for any question, then it will be more better. These are the illustration of your module. In this, interest rate is given. In this also, interest rate is given, beta. In this also, interest rate is given, beta. Yeah. In this, interest rate is not given. When cash price, rate of interest, and amount of installment is given. Okay. Rate of interest is also given in this case. Okay. Only in this case, rate of interest is not given. I doesn't expect that this question will help you in the exam, because this is a question which is confusing, which is normally confusing to the student. So I have not recommended this question to be done. I think that this question is not a good question for you. Sir, in hire purchase, when we use the rate divided by rate plus interest formula to find the interest, why we do add the resultant cash price of installment to the preceding installment payment? What is the logic behind it? This is a very good question. I would like to describe this. Just wait. First of all, I would like to clarify this one. Happy Valley Florists Limited acquired a delivery van on hire purchase on 1st of April. So hire purchase amount is given to you, down payment is also given to you, beta. This is basically IRR based concept. So IRR based concept is normally related to your financial management. So accordingly, they have done it. I don't expect that this type of question may come into your exam. Even then, if you are interested to do it, you will have to do it just the way they have given you. He has already made you clear that out of total amount of interest, that is 30,000, he have bifurcated it according to the formula which is given here. First of all, he has calculated IRR rate, interest rate implicit on lease that he have done, and then he has used it 11.39% in it. But this is somehow difficult and normally creating a problem for the students. So I'm not normally recommending this, because this is mathematics, and mathematics is creating a problem in this case. It's better to go for Akashnil query. Akashnil is also asking a very good query. Akashnil, could you tell me this type of case, what you have already discussed in this when you are writing this matter? You may just tell me if there is any example for this. I would like to help you in a better way. Akashnil, if you will tell me some illustration for that, I would like to help you, beta. Illustration number 5. Which chapter, beta? 5, 11, 30, 5, 11.13 page number. Okay. 11.13 page number. That all I have already discussed. That you may leave that, because that is normally creating a problem for you, beta. Sir, practical question number 4. Goods taken by proprietor. Sales value is 25,000. Find it cost. It should be 25,000 minus 25% of cost. Lekin answer is 20% GP ratio on sale. Okay, beta. This is a question of Kiran. This is a question of loss of profit, no? Okay. Loss of profit. Practical question number 4. Okay. See here it is. Illustrate. Practical question number 4. Yes. Yeah. You have asked regarding in practical question number 4, goods taken by provider sales value 25. Okay. Yeah. Sales value of goods drawn by partners 15,000. So this is a sales value beta. One thing is clear. Now, he says the value of goods salvaged was the average rate of GPs was 20% throughout. So you have to deduct 20% beta. There's no worry. You must have to understand this thing. Sale price is to 15,000. Sale value is 15,000 and the GP rate is 20% on it. Because GP rate is always on sale beta. GP rate is never on cost. If you have to calculate the cost, you have to do one thing, sale minus profit. That will give you the cost. So sale is 15,000 minus GP. GP is always GP percentage. If nothing is mentioned, GP is on sale. GP is never on cost if it is not mentioned. If GP rate is on cost, it will be specifically mentioned. So you need not to worry. 15,000 minus 20% you have to do. It will, okay. You are saying about question number 4. I am taking question number 3. Sorry. This also, same concept is there. Goods taken by the provider sales value 25,000. Okay. And what is the GP rate, beta? GP rate you have calculated in this case. How much it is? I would like to see. Question number 4. Yeah. GP rate is 20% of sales. Okay. That is already calculated by you. Memorandum trading count is used. 20% of sales. Okay. Cost of goods taken by the provider. Okay. So GP rate is mentioned in the question, no, beta? It is 20% throughout the year, beta. It is already given. GP rate is 20%. So if GP rate is 20% and the sale goods taken by the provider is 25,000, while getting cost you have to deduct GP only, and GP is 20% of it. So it will be 20,000 to be taken by. But it is not a problem. It is okay. 100% okay. 25% is not on cost. It is 20% on sales because GP rate is 20%. So that has been specifically mentioned in the question. I don't get it as 25% of cost. It's okay, but it's correct. Why? Practical 3, 20% deducted in drawing in insurance claim. Why? Practical question number 3, 20% deducted in drawings in insurance claim. Let's see. Question number 3 in drawings. Very good. Wages, very good. Sales value, ठीक है. Goods drawn by 15,000. Sales value. This is the bit of sales value. So whenever goods are withdrawn by the proprietor for its personal use, it will be deducted from purchases. You should have to remember the general entry concept, which tells us when goods are taken over by the proprietor, entry should be, what should be the entry? Drawings account debit to purchases. And that should be always with the cost because that is to be deducted from purchases. So if it is to be taken at cost and deducted from purchases, obviously profit is to be reduced from it. So you have reduced the profit and the profit percentage is given in the question, it is 20%. So 15,000 minus 20%, it will be 12,000. It will be 12,000. It will be taken as 12,000 beta. I expect that it is right. Now you have understood this thing. Illustration number 1 is an example. Okay, beta. Okay, illustration number 1. I would like to occasionally cover for that. Poonam, that's clear, 100% okay. Very good. Madhuri, in trading count, every item records at cost except sales. 100% true. Madhuri, you are 100% true. In trading count, every item is to be recorded at cost except sales and except abnormal items, because abnormal items are to be taken accordingly. Yes, sir, it is mentioned. Very good, beta. Now I am coming to my another student's query. He's asking for hire purchase illustration number 1. That he is interested to understand. A query is there and query is very good. Let's understand it. Yes. The query was very simple, that when we are calculating amount, then we are always adding the previous amount in it. Because when we are doing vice versa, then we have to do it. Because you should have to understand this thing. In the given case, Asha purchased a truck on hire purchase. As per term, she is required to pay 70,000 down, 53,000 first year, 49,000 second year, and 55,000 at the end of third year. Interest is charged at the rate of 10%. So we have to calculate the cash price of the truck and interest paid in each installment. So in the given case, you should have to calculate in this way. We have to calculate it in a reverse mode, because you should have to remember this thing, that in last installment, only interest of 1 year is there. You may have to consider this thing, that I am paying 10,000 to someone in installments. Just assume I have to pay it in four installments. Okay. Then how will I will pay 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, 2,500 with interest, plus interest. And how interest is calculated? Just tell me one thing, beta. Just tell me. In the first case, interest will be calculated on 10th. Just assume interest rate is 10%. So 1,000 will be added. In the next case, 7,500 will be the balance amount, and the interest will be calculated on it. In the third case, beta, interest will be calculated on 5,000. Into 10%, it will be 500. In the last case, interest will be calculated on this amount only. You may calculate it as 2,500 into 10% beta. It is 250 beta. So that we are assuming that in the last case, in the last year, interest of only 1 year is included. So accordingly, what we have done in the last case, we have assumed that this amount of 55,000 is included, including interest. If this amount is including interest, what we have done, rate by 100 plus rate, that I have done. But when we will go back, that we are interested to calculate interest for this particular installment, that is a previous installment. How we will calculate? We will take 2,500, that is cost price of previous installment, that is 50,000 in this given case, plus the outstanding balance, whatever is the outstanding balance. How much is the outstanding balance? 2,500 plus 2,500. So in this 2,500, this will be added. So 2,500 plus 2,500, it will be 5,000. So interest will be calculated on this, but this is not available with me. I have the amount available with me, 3,000. Here I will have availability of 3,000 with me. So what I will do, 5,500 into 10 by 110. In that case, it will be 500. Automatically calculated. Just see here it is. If you will do it in this case, it will be on, because in that case I have total amount of 5,000, 3,000 will be available with me. So accordingly we have done 5,000 is here. When we have to calculate amount on this amount, we have to add previous amount. Means installment will be added in it. 50 plus 49, that is 50,000 plus 49,000. This was your query now. So that we have done into rate by 100 plus rate. Because in the previous case we have calculated interest on 5,000 rupees. So it will automatically result And when we will go back in the previous installment, obviously what will be the amount available with me? Here I have availability of 5,000 because obviously I will be able to get the pre cost of the next installments because interest is already deducted. Plus I have 3250. So what I will do? Into 10 by 110. Get it? It will be same. It will be 750 meter. You will be able to calculate. So 9,000 plus whatever the amount is that will be added and rate by 100 plus rate formula will be used. Assume it is clear. Very good. Very good. Any doubt to anyone else? Waiting for your doubts, बेटा. किसी को कोई doubt है तो बोलो. Any doubt to anyone? Those who have not attended live lecture will see it in the recording. Must try to see the live lectures because that will be more beneficial because in that we are taking this type of queries, we are taking this type of practice, we are going for the extra questions, we are going for the practice of the students, speed test is there. So there are many facilities available to you. So I would like to recommend you to get more marks, you should have to practice more and more questions, go for the live lectures if possible. But if it is not possible, obviously you may go for the recorded one. So wait, I assume everyone is satisfied with the teaching I have given to you, with the chapter we have studied. If there is any doubt, tell me, otherwise send me there is no doubt. So that I may close the session if there is no doubt. Send me having any doubt or not. No doubt, very good. Poonam, no doubt, very good. Meman, no doubt, very good. Clear? Good, good, good. Shabash, shabash. भेजो भी, भेजो फटाफट भेजो. किसी को कोई डाउट है तो बताओ. अदरवाइज रात का टाइम हो गया है, आराम करेंगे सारे. Any doubt to anyone, beta? Just tell me. So it's really a nice talk with you during the previous number of sessions we have discussed. Now we will meet again in the group 2 coming sessions. So till then, bye. Close the session, sir. Yes, sir.